Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Cheeky. Drinky. Have a word. Welcome to what I'm pretty sure is episode 213.
We think we're back on.
I thought it was crazy last week. Anyway, let me get the intro out of the way. Hello, welcome to episode 213 of All Seen Guys podcast with Greg and Joe. I, of course, am Greg, and I'm joined again over the fucking kitchen table by the one and only, who are you?
Obviously, Joe Jackson.
Live
at the table.
Can now confirm it is episode 213.
Thank God.
So funny we talked about, what if we got an episode wrong and we've been doing it wrong for ages and I'm completely aware that very episode we had done wrong.
This is episode 213.5.
That was confusing. But it's not confusing now. 213, here we fucking go. How are you, Joseph?
I'm very well, thank you very much.
Excellent.
Very well.
News.
Enjoying some, I've got 2 weeks on I've
holiday?
stopped. Yeah,
I've
stopped
say
calling
vacation.
Yeah. But I've stopped calling, or I've had to feel like I've had to stop calling it holiday because people have been like, "Oh, where are you going?" Because then I'm just like, nowhere. I'm going home, and I'm going to stay there for 2 weeks.
You can still call it a holiday. I just say I've got holiday.
Yeah, I'm just off.
You just say I've got holiday. You
can't even say I'm off from work. So then it's just like what, like you on like paid leave or something.
Yeah, I've got holiday.
It all rolls around into one. Yeah, I've got 2 weeks off from work.
Nice.
Just been enjoying doing very, very little.
Yeah,
well,
nice.
I've been I'm playing catch up because I hadn't seen a couple of people.
I've not played catch up before. What's that game?
Similar to
I imagine Tetris, but with a glove.
No, well, I was going to say it's similar to Kiss Chase, but it's really not. It's so basically
that kind of holiday.
Two people play a game and they flip a coin. Whoever wins the flip gets to decide what task they do.
Right.
Obviously, the task that the person choosing obviously is going to choose a task they're very, very good at. The game is basically he does the task, the other person tries to do the task, and the entire time he's just going, "Come on, catch up," and that's catch up.
You really confused me. Then I was like, "Is he talking about an actual game?"
I saw your face, like slowly get more and more concerned. Like, hang on, this is a real thing.
Is he talking about an actual game? Have I somehow triggered another line of inquiry that I didn't mean to?
Just on the spot, just invented the game catch.
Brilliant, nice.
So I saw my mum. She came and saw the flat for the first time.
Nice.
Which was really good. She was very, very impressed with it, which was great. It's the feedback I get. I saw Karina. Hadn't seen Karina in a little while.
Nice, yes.
So we took a little trip uptown. So she's for a while now. She and her dad had this kind of sort of tradition that they would go uptown. Like pre-carnival, so like the day, like a couple of days beforehand, like on the Saturday instead of like the Sunday or Monday. They'll go up on the Saturday when it's all sort of still getting set up.
Yeah,
and you have a like little walk around and stuff like that, and it's fun to walk around because you just sort of wherever you're walking, you're just like 48 hours time. There's going to be so many fucking people.
Mayhem.
Yeah, just absolute chaos. Although I haven't really seen much about Carnival this year.
No.
But. Yeah, so we went up there and had a bit of a wander around, had a few drinks and stuff. It was fun. It was a lovely day, good day. Did go at just sort of bar hopping in the area. But
nice.
Like, the thing was, she hadn't done it in about 4 years, so a lot of the bars are shut down.
Oh man!
So it's there's a few just kind of sort of like old ones, and we were walking up to them and just like, nope, that's closed. That's also closed. Okay, well, she was like, I assure you, there are pubs around here somewhere.
Yeah.
And we ended up in some place. Then we walked in immediately. There was like a drum kit set up, and I was like, okay, this could get interesting. And then a woman came up to us and was just like, "Are you just here for drinks or food?" And I was just like,
drums,
drums, potatoes. So we're just like, no, we're just having some drinks. And then this band started up, and it was a guy on a sort of keyboard, a drummer, and a saxophonist.
Right.
Saxophonist was so good. It was so fucking good.
So if you weren't there for drinks or food, weren't there for that? I don't understand. What would have happened?
There was two separate areas.
Oh, I'm with you.
Yeah, if you were eating, you were in another area.
Oh, okay.
And if you were at the drinking, you were at the bar.
Right.
So this band like sort of comes out and they start doing like a jam, and they're just sort of, it's almost like they're doing like a sound check, but they're making it sound really fucking good. And then a woman comes out, and then they start doing some tracks, and they were only on for like 4 songs, but I could have easily stayed there for the rest of the day and let them fucking play. But they did, which is I fucking lost it when they did one of my favourite songs ever, which is Luther Vandross. Too Much.
Nice.
I was like, yes! And there was like, dudes, I forgot Karina was there for about 5 minutes and just danced around with like a bunch of dudes all singing like all of us ever, like as soon as
Was
it
this
came
in the evening then?
No, mate, it was like 4 in the afternoon.
Oh, brilliant.
And as soon as the bit came on, I looked around and there was a guy behind me. Both of us went, too much, never too much, never too much, never too much. And yeah, it was good fun. And then, so they did, the last song they did was, it was James Brown, I Feel Good. But it was like a sped up sort of version of it. And they all kind of were doing like solos in the middle of it and stuff like that. But it was the drummer was sort of playing, and it was like a drum and bass sort of tempo. And this guy we'd sort of been chatting to whilst we were there just turned around to me and just turned into like Skibbity. Just turned into like a drum and bass MC. And I was just like, fucking hell, this is great. And he was really, really good. And I was just like, oh, come on, think of some lyrics, think of a fucking verse, please.
Come on. What can I remember from Dice Bowlers I can do fast?
But it was just like, oh, it's too fast. And I was like, no, well played, fair play.
Yeah, well done. You know, I was in the rap game myself once.
Yeah. Well, back in the day. Yeah, man. So we had a good old laugh up there, and just been chilling out. Apart from that,
sounds good.
How about yourself? How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm all right. I was a bit unwell this week. I was at work, and then I was like, I got home from work. I started feeling quite sick, so I left. I don't know. They sent me home like 2 hours early, maybe, because I looked really pale all of a sudden.
Oh, okay.
And I started feeling really started feeling a bit sick. So I drove home. Don't really remember the drive home, which is worrying. But I got home, got in, and I was like, I feel really shit. Sat on the sofa, and then I looked at my ankle, and it was just looked really big. Yeah. And I was like, fucking, look at the size of my ankle.
Like swollen.
Well, before I noticed that, I went upstairs and I got changed. I took my shirt off, and my chest was like bright fucking red. It was like hot to the touch.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, like a rash.
Smooth.
Hot to the touch. That's what you should have done in the MC. Turn around and gone, smooth, hot to the touch. I'm here for an afternoon lunch. But yeah, it was really hot, and I was like, that's weird. Anyway, sat on the sofa, noticed my ankle, and looked at it, and there was literally a tiny little hole in it. And
in your ankle?
And I watched it, like a bite, and I watched it slowly turn red, then turn into like a blister, and really fill up into a massive like blister.
Ooh.
Then it's pop.
Brilliant.
And then fill up again. It's happened about 3 times.
What?
Yeah, it was mad.
That is odd.
It was insane. And then I was like, oh, this really hurts.
Yeah. Really nonchalant.
Yeah, so I'd obviously been bitten by something. And then I was like, maybe that's why I'm sick. Next day, it was the swelling gone down. It was just the horrible gammy fucking bite.
Yeah.
So I put a plaster on it, which kept fucking leaking. It was leaking the whole day. It was disgusting. It just kept leaking, like through the plaster would come unstuck.
I was going to say, usually a bite, you can just sort of let it be.
Yeah,
but
man,
I did see that you had a plaster on it, so I was like, that's got to be.
Yeah, because I was at work. It looked disgusting, and it just kept leaking.
Yeah.
I mean, I was taking it only at work, but they kept just coming off. And I was like, that's fucking annoying. Anyway, I worked the whole day. I felt a little bit rough, but not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next morning I woke up and it was fucking huge. It was just so swollen. Like, what, man? I was like, fuck. Like, I was like, geez, I couldn't even like stand on it, let alone drive.
It wasn't your actual allergy of potatoes.
It could have been. I was bitten by a potato.
I was bitten by a potato.
And yeah, so I didn't go to work that day and just stayed at home.
Fuck.
Like,
all right.
And again, it did go down, but it has gone down, and now it's just a massive. Like, it's not like a little bite. It's like
you showed me it. It's like a small island on
it's
on
weird.
your leg.
That was weird. I've no idea what bit me.
No.
Horsefly, maybe a spider. I don't know.
But to react like that was weird.
I think I do react weirdly to bites. So if I'm like, I've told you this before. When I was in Europe, like Dan was driving us through it. Lizzie's brother and me, Lizzie went. I got bitten to shit in Italy, like on my legs, like so. They just had these like there was a big warning about it. These new fucking like mosquitoes or flies. I think they were called fly mosquitoes or something. They were
Yeah.
fucking this new thing into the area that popped up this summer, and they're fucking nasty. And I just got bit. I always do. Just got bitten to shit.
Damn.
My legs were just like big red, like nipples all over my legs. Like literally nipples.
The old nipple leg
all
reaction.
over my legs. I would walk around in shorts and people would stare. People would say, people would ask. Like,
God,
it was
God, look
fucking-
at all those nipples
yeah, it
on
was
that guy's
bad,
leg,
man.
but in Italian.
And then,
The
One-
nipply whipples on the...
and then one night, that all accumulated into me having this crazy, sweaty fever dream.
Nice.
I've had full-on hallucinations. I'm pretty sure Ant and Dec were my hallucinations.
Oh, that's
they
never
were
good.
like shaking my bed or something, and I was telling
Bastards.
them, telling them to,
Some sort of Saturday night takeaway
yeah, I kept
prank.
telling them to stop, like, and they wouldn't. And so it's my neighbour shouting. Our back door's open, and yeah, I completely lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, I was really sick.
You're
And
covered
then,
in
but then
nipples,
after I
right?
woke up the next morning, soaked in fucking sweat. Lizzie's like, you were talking and rolling around all night like you were having a bad fucking fever dream.
Yeah.
But it all gone.
Weird.
I mean, there was scarring, but
Yeah,
like, they'd
yeah,
all,
yeah.
I felt fine and they'd all gone down. And that has happened on more than one occasion.
Maybe that's like a... Maybe that's... I mean, if that's happened... Did it happen before that?
Yes, I remember playing football after Natjacks. Rarely happened, but we
Yeah.
went to the park on Villiers Road by Old Flat.
Oh, yeah.
We went to there, but obviously, you know, the bins are behind there, right? The tip, the bin
Yeah, that's
side
right, yeah.
is behind there. So there were loads of fucking, it was the evening, so there was loads of fucking midges and flies.
Oh, yeah. They love it round
And I
here.
remember I started feeling sick as we were walking back. And when I got home and I took my shirt off, I had nipples all over me back. I had
Greg
nipples,
Armstrong, a man of many
yeah,
nipples.
I had nipples all over me back, like I've been paintballing. And then, yeah, same little thing happened. Not as intense as that one, but I had like a sweaty fever dream and then it was okay.
Covered in nips.
So kind of, I do have a reaction to bites, but
Yeah.
never just one like that and the way it did. I
No.
don't know. It was just weird. It was a weird,
I
probably
always-
a horsefly or something, but it was weird.
I wouldn't say that I react badly to them, but I always scratch them until the skin goes off. And then
I was
end up with, like, a
pretty
scab on
good
it.
at not scratching it.
Yeah.
I was actually pretty good at not scratching it. Ed told me off in the picture I sent for scratching it, but I hadn't really been scratching it at all. That's
you know-
that's actually how it looked because it literally exploded.
Yeah. The thing about nipples is you got to be sensitive with them. You know,
It's true.
it's you gotta caress them.
Hmm.
You know, scratching a bite is a lot like sucking on a beautiful woman's nipple.
Caressily, stroking
Gotta
her nipple,
caress it.
caressily.
You can't
Caress
just
it
go in
lightly,
there and
smooth,
scratch it straight
hot
off
to
the
the touch.
Don't
Oh,
scratch
lovely.
it until it bleeds.
So yeah, that happened. Yeah, got over that. And then on Saturday, we asked Indiana what she wanted to do. And she said she wanted to go to the Magic Garden at Hampton Court. Something I didn't really know was there, despite how many times I've been there.
Yeah.
There's like a play area for kids, but you get like a wristband when you go in. It's hidden behind all these massive trees and walls. You can see the top of one of the slides. You go up and you get given this wristband. You're allowed to be in there for an hour, I think. And you walk through like this hedge and you come out and there's just this huge opening and there's just kids like a calf. There's like loads of water fountains you can standing and play.
Yeah.
There's like almost like it reminded me of Teletubbies the middle, but you know like it was got like this green like sort of green fake grass, but it went down. Almost like a reverse Teletubbies dome.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, okay,
it
yeah,
went
I get
down.
you, I get you,
Like
yeah.
it was really cool. Like to the ground, it all spread out, and you could climb up it. There was like they could climb. There's rope, huge bridges, poles. You can slide down, massive slides, big mound in the middle with another slide on it, a cave.
Mound in
Like,
the middle.
Mound in the middle. There was like a cave at the back, a huge, massive dragon you could climb. I was like, fucking hell, this is awesome, this place.
Yeah.
So she wanted to go there. So we went there, unaware the food festival was on. So when we got there, it was fucking crazy busy.
Yeah.
Well, it looked crazy busy, but actually wasn't too bad inside. And it was pretty good because I was like, well, I can eat something here because I'm hungry.
Yeah, I think. No,
We went when Indiana was like 1 or 2, didn't we?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
I think I was still living in Tolworth.
Yeah.
One of the bank holidays then. So
Yeah.
I could easily like 4 years ago. We
Yeah.
went, which was I remember having a good time.
Yeah, it was a
having
good
some
time, yeah.
food.
I didn't know it was on when we got there.
I do remember struggling to find a place that sold booze that I actually enjoyed.
So this time, obviously it's evolved a bit since then.
Yeah.
I actually saw quite a few cider tents.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, so your cider's had a bit of a refall.
Yeah,
since
there was
they
quite
made all the dark fruit.
There was
shit.
almost like sections for drinks. It was saying that when I did want a beer, where we were at the end where we ate, there wasn't really anywhere to get booze. But as you walked more to the middle, there were actually quite a lot of places.
Yeah.
You could tell because they had the biggest queues.
Yeah, of course.
But there was like they obviously made it more pronouncing this because as soon as you walked in, there was like a prosecco table and stuff like that. Like,
oh yeah, I bet there was a fucking Aperol tent.
There was an Apple tent. Yeah, there was an Apple tent. Yeah, I saw an Apple tent.
Yeah.
So it was all there. It was pretty cool. But yeah, we went round the palace first because in general we walked around there. Then we went to the Magic Garden. Then we came to get some food. And I was struggling to choose what I wanted. We walked around the whole thing. There was you could get food. Obviously, it's a food festival.
Yeah.
But a lot of the stalls were like sausage rolls or pasties or salads.
Yeah, sort of snacky.
Which is awesome, but I was like, well, I'm hungry. I want an actual lunch.
Yeah.
And there were the sort of the Indian place, the Indian wrap place next to the...
Indian wraps.
Yeah,
oh, mate,
yeah.
Every time. With rice in it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It looked awesome, but I saw this woman walk past with a pizza, and I was like, oh, that looks good. That looks really
That's all it
good.
takes sometimes when you're in those situations.
And I looked over, I came from there, that place looks cool. Very low key. I would not have noticed it if I wasn't looking for pizza. I just wouldn't. I did take a picture so I can remember what it was called. If I still have that, I'll post it on Instagram.
For a plug.
Post it on Instagram. I'll find it. Not even for a plug, just so I know what I'm talking about. Right, it was called Sav Slice. Sarv Slice.
Suave?
No,
SAV?
Sarvs.
Oh, Sarvs, yeah.
Yeah, Sarvs.
Why have they got a wrestling belt there?
They had a wrestling belt and it says People's Choice Award-winning pizza, Sliceomania 2023.
Sliceomania?
That's their award.
Oh my god, they got a belt instead of an actual like.
That is their award. It's got it on the middle. That is the award.
I would take so many fucking photos of that if I'd be walking around looking like The Rock, mate.
Yeah. So I went there. Lizzie walked further down with Indiana because she wanted chips, so there was a barbecue place down the end, which when I saw it, kind of wish I'd gone there first actually, because there's some cool shit there. But anyway, she went to get chips. I queued up for my pizza. Went for pepperoni. It's pretty easy. Literally, just queue up pepperoni. Then I join another queue. And by the time I get there, mine's ready.
Yeah,
here you go, Greg.
It's like a fucking quick turnaround time.
Here you go, Greg.
It's like 2 minutes.
It's really weird. The woman's taking the orders, talks to you like she knows you, which is good, obviously, for business.
Yeah.
But to the point where as soon as she knows your names, all right, Greg, put you here, Greg. Thanks, Greg. All right, Greg. Listen, Greg, when you do me a favour, just join the back of that queue there. Can you just send the guy in the black t-shirt over? Thanks, Greg. I was like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's family.
I was like, sorry, mate, she wants to talk to you. I was, oh, okay, yeah. But then when he came back to the queue, then started talking to me, and I was like, I don't want to talk to you, mate, come on.
Yeah.
Got me pizza, sat down, really fucking nice. Really, really nice pizza.
It looked
really
good, yeah, like a sort of Neapolitan sort of style.
It was their pepperoni, it was standard, it was really nice. Indiana enjoyed her chips. Lizzie went to not the rat place, but went to an Indian place, and she got some chicken and rice and some fucking spring rolls.
Lovely.
Ate all that, really nice. Started walking back, we walked back through the park. And they had like this little like gardener's hut. So Indiana's like, oh, I want to go in there because it was open for people. So she went in.
Yeah.
Lizzie went with her and I just kind of stood around looking around. And then I was like, oh, and I just did this really silent little fart. And then I felt so much liquid.
No!
And I was just like...
No, No, Greg!
This is where it takes a turn, people. I didn't even set it up at all. I didn't even set it up. I just casually dropped it in. Just casually dropped it in. Didn't even prepare you. Didn't set you up for it. Didn't pre-warn you there was a story coming.
Oh.
Like I was just going to go to the food festival and have a pizza and tell that story and come home. I mean, I probably would have.
Of course something happened. Of course.
So, yeah, it was a really quiet little fart. I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
And then...
Just a little fart.
And then... I don't think it even made a noise. It didn't even make a noise.
Yeah.
Completely silent.
What were you wearing on the bottom?
Right, so...
What was your attire from
I
the
was
waist
in
down?
a pair of black shorts.
Okay.
Quite loose, baggy shorts, actually.
Okay.
Which which I've never...
Does not work in your favour.
Which I never wear. I never wear... Because I bought them, or ordered them, and they arrived, and they were like linen, and I was like, ugh, fucking hell. Yeah. But... This day, I was like, I need some... I took them out and was like, fucking, these will do. Put them on. And they actually don't look... They feel like... They're like a tough linen. They're not actually linen, I don't think. I think they're just really nice, weird cotton.
Yeah.
But they just don't feel like shorts I'm used to, so I've never really wear them.
You're a bit
and
sort
to be
of weirded
fair,
out by it.
when I got them, I remember trying them on and they were really tight. I was like,
that's enough about the shorts, Greg. Sounds like you're shitting yourself.
There's a reason here. I was at my parents' house when they got delivered. I was around there and I tried to run. My dad's like, oh, they're a bit tight. And I was like, yeah, they are. Jesus Christ, I've put on so much weight. I've lost a lot of weight since then.
And now they fit.
actually went on with ease.
Yeah.
So this is the first time I've pretty much ever worn them out. And I've had them sat in the wardrobe for a few years.
You really broke them in that day.
Why? There's the episode title, Breaking in Shorts.
Yeah,
like,
welcome to the family.
but yeah, so it actually turned out to be a good thing I wore these.
Yeah.
And I've just been a pair of boxers. Anyway, stood there. I've done my little, my little silent fart, and I started feeling wet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck.
Oh mate, I've been there.
Like,
it's a weird sensation as well.
And I'm like, how has this happened? Mm-hmm. I mean, I was out getting pissed the night before, and to be fair, I did feel a bit shit that day. I was a bit quiet. I remember saying to Lizzie, I was a bit quiet. I was like, I feel a bit shit. I mean, bearing in mind, this is a day after I'd just been fucking at home with my infected fucking ankle, sweating out and feeling like shit.
True.
So I was still unwell. And I felt a bit rough at this point. And yeah, farted, liquid. Thank the fucking Lord, I was close to toilets.
Yeah.
They were like, the block was like right next to me.
I mean, it's not an ideal situation.
No.
You're at a very public outdoor event.
Yeah. But at this point, I'm actually in like the park, the gardens area, which is still busy, but now it's not open to the public. You have to pay to go into that bit. It's like contained, so it's not like loads of people just cutting through and walking through. So I'm there, and I'm like, right, run to the toilet. Well, I start walking really fast, and I'm kind of like freaking out a bit.
Yeah.
And mate, I can literally feel it coming down my leg.
Oh no.
And I'm like, fuck.
No.
And I turn, and it's just the ladies there. And I'm like, fuck with the guys. And I walk around the side. Quite nice toilets, actually.
Great.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Quite big, quite spacious, look very clean for now. There's
If
like,
I had
there
to
was like
be-
a TV screen in there showing adverts
If I
and
had
shit.
to be in a situation like this, I'm grateful for those toilets.
Yeah,
That's how great
That's
they
what
are.
I mean. And I get in there, cubicle was nice and big.
Okay.
So I went, right, bag off. I'm trying to be so careful that I don't make a mess.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Was it a fully closed off cubicle or could
Yeah,
people...
it's pretty close.
Okay,
I
okay.
mean, you could look over, but
Yeah, why would you?
It's really high.
Why would you?
They are this big, and it was really empty in there. Thank fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So I slowly pull down my shorts.
Yeah.
I'm like, right, is there shorts? In fact, the first thing to do is put them down.
Check the shorts.
Yeah, and then I take down my boxers off. And it's they're the game over, mate. They're done. Like it's actually worse than I anticipated.
Really?
Worse.
Is it bad?
It's big.
Oh, really?
And it's pretty
Just
much
wetter.
just water.
Just wetter.
It's like
Why am I
fucking
saying
water.
wetter? Water. Why is it water?
And I'm like, right, okay. They wrap them up. They're going down there. Right, inspect the shorts. I'll clean myself up first.
Yeah.
Takes a little while. Fairly confident I'm all cleaned up, and I'm like, I need to let Lizzie know where I've gone.
Yeah,
they have
of
no
course.
idea what's happened, but I was like, I need to deal with this. Like, it's more important. I
So
need to deal with that.
she's with Indiana at the moment.
Yeah, being like, where's Greg gone?
Right.
Where's Greg go? Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Like, she assumed he's gone to the toilet.
Not for this particular reason.
Yeah,
but-
exactly. So I'm cleaning myself up, and I'm getting all of. Okay, I'm satisfied. I'm nice and clean.
How far down your leg did he?
It actually wasn't that bad. It was a
Okay.
little bit. I felt worse.
I think your brain in that situation
Yes.
just makes you think.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
it's-
it was,
it's-
but-
yeah.
Anyway, I've done all that, and then check the shorts. Shorts are okay, but I give them a wipe anyway. But they're fine. My actual.
So no residue.
underwear.
Okay, no underwear.
I'm
So
clean.
you're free balling
now
for the
I'm
rest of
now
the
I'm
day.
free balling. Luckily, we were on our way home. I've shorts going. There was a nappy bin. In they go. I come back and I'm like, we have to go.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, and I was like, I just shit myself.
I like the idea of just you saying I need to go to Lizzie and
I
her
was
just
like,
going, yep.
I was like, we need to go. Well, we were going anyway. We were on the way out.
Okay.
But she was really shocked when she's like, I thought you'd gone for a poo. And I was like, no, I've shit myself. Like, and she laughed for a second. And she's like, I'm sorry, it's not funny. Like, just come on. And I just felt, mate, my stomach just felt bad.
Like it was going to happen again.
Yeah.
Did you when you got toilet instead of just like did you try and have an actual shit? Whilst you were there?
I sat down. Did I? You know what? I don't know if I did actually. I don't think I did.
No.
I might explain what happened next. No, it didn't happen again. It didn't happen again. But no, you're right. I don't think I did. I think I was so freaked by what was happening.
Yeah.
Or did I? Maybe I don't remember. It was all a blur.
Yeah, it was all a blur.
Anyway, we get back and we got on a bus 411 back to Kingston, and I was standing and it was okay. Mm-hmm. Got to Kingston, 71 came straight away, got on that, we sat upstairs, and as soon as I sat down and kind of like parted my cheeks, I was just like, oh shit, I shouldn't be doing this.
No.
I know it didn't happen,
Yeah.
but I could feel it. I was like fighting that little.
That's your
fart.
stomach. Your stomach thinks like, open the gate.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh shit, it's building up, it's building up, it's building up. Like, I mean, literally, mate, it's the longest bus ride of my life. I was so every bump. Like,
oh god,
trying not to fart.
Yeah. It's like being in the back of a taxi and trying not to be sick.
And then like, I didn't really say a word. Got off, ran home, got upstairs, and then it was like, fucking insane.
Jesus.
And that went on for like, I don't know. I probably wasn't back to normal.
The rest of my life.
Yeah, I probably wasn't back to whatever my normal is till like the following afternoon.
Jesus, you had it bad.
And I was at work, man. I had to keep going to the toilet at work.
That is bad.
Like it was bad. I'm not saying it's related to the pizza. It happened too soon, I think, after the pizza.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, there's no way.
The story makes it sound like I'm blaming the pizza.
There's absolutely no
way
it would work that quickly.
It'd be like the best laxative in the world. They would give that for colonoscopies, wouldn't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's a slice of pizza before we start the procedure.
Oh, thanks very much.
You told me not to eat. Oh, don't worry about that. You'll be clean as a whistle.
God damn.
Rather than give you a toilet, we're just going to put down this plastic sheeting.
Yeah.
So,
plastic shitting.
Enjoy yourself. We'll see you later.
God damn.
It's like Dexter in here. You're going to get fucking killed.
Dex turd.
The Dex turd.
God damn. Well.
So that happened. That happened. Yeah, that happened.
Unfortunate.
It was unfortunate, but
least,
you know what? I survived, and I handled it well.
Yeah, and also, I mean, it sounds like there was very little human action interaction during the process.
Oh
as
yeah,
well,
no.
Which usually is where the story sort of.
If I was in the
in
food festival and had to manoeuvre myself out of there, it would have been it would have been everywhere.
Yeah.
Thank fuck I was close to literally close to those toilets.
God.
I would have been fucked if I'd been anywhere else. So lucky it happened there.
Yeah, I mean that makes me feel so.
I'm not lucky it happened, but the coordinates were good for the
the coordinates
for the
it makes me feel very, very, very grateful that I was at home when the same thing happened to me. I mean, again, it was many, many years ago, but yeah, I do remember sort of. I'd only had like 3 pints down the cogs, and I didn't go toilet. Before leaving, so already, and I was like, it was only 10 minutes away, but still like halfway there, I was like, oh god, I really need a piss, so I'm holding it in pretty badly. And I remember just getting in and just like, finally I'm pissing, and then just doing a little fart, and then just hearing my ass just go like it was spraying, and I was just like, oh no, oh no,
oh dear,
oh no,
yeah. Yes, I thought, oh no, when it happened to me.
The annoying thing is that I couldn't immediately rectify it because I was still pissing. So I just had to stand there, shitty, and piss. And it was just like, I am a human being. What is going on?
Do you remember, there's that clip on Graham Norton of when Greg Davis tells a story about when he fucking goes for the shit.
And right, with Ryan Gosling, Jodie Foster, and I think Russell Crowe.
And he tells a story about when he was at school and had a really bad hangover shit, and he realised it was in his mother's knickers and it was a bad shit, and he was like, not this. As I walked from when I shit myself to the toilet, all I could hear in my head was him being like, not this, not this, you fucking loser, you fucking loser. So all I could hear was Russell Davis' voice saying that in my head as I walked to the toilet. I'm sorry, Greg Davis. Greg Davis.
Russell Davis. You just created a new person.
No, Russell T. Davis. I think he does the writer for Doctor Who. It will drop there.
I started completely off of the completely
time traveling in a TARDIS.
I actually listened to the Off the Menu podcast properly the other day, which is James Acaster and his mate, who I'm not really a fan of, so I can't remember his name.
Right.
But the whole thing is that they get on a guest and they tell them they're like they tell them to create their ideal restaurant, and then they ask them what their ideal starter, main, and dessert is as a meal, which I think is a really interactive.
Yeah, I think I've heard of this podcast. Yeah, I've seen bits. But
the only reason I really properly invested or gave it some time, I remember people have sort of told me to check it out before, just on the basis of I like James Acaster, and I just never did.
Yeah.
But I heard a clip the other day, which was of Greg Davis, and they're just like, "Okay, Greg, what's your starter that you'd like, your ideal starter?" And he's like, "Okay, you're probably going to hate this," and he just goes, "Okay, we'll see where this goes," and he just goes, "Pass, no starter," and he's just like, okay, that's different. And it's just like, not interested. Just give me my main. And I'm just like, yeah, no, fair enough, actually. I don't really do starters in a...
No, sometimes garlic bread, but...
I think I think when we used to go to the Antelope, we occasionally would get like side dishes and then get a main.
Sometimes just get side.
But then
a
I
bunch
think
of side
we
dishes.
were definitely fat bastarding up at that time.
Yeah, but that was good sausage plate time though.
Sausage plate
when they
was great.
did the sausage plate.
The sausage plate was still
everything
fantastic.
we found we liked just disappears off a menu.
I know. I mean,
Do you remember they took the chicken burger off the Grove?
Oh, don't.
They tricked us the first time. They were like, "Oh, you can still order it."
Yeah, it's on the lunch menu.
I mean, to be fair, it wasn't as good by that point.
I was the chicken burger at the Grove is better than the chicken burger that was at the Antelope.
Yeah,
but they have since changed. I feel.
Yeah. I went to Grove the other day quickly, and it had changed quite a bit. Like booze had all changed.
Oh really?
Yeah, the
Different
pubs.
management. Are they all still wearing checkered shirts?
No, no, they weren't. I didn't really recognise any of the staff
because that was a thing for a bit.
I didn't recognise any of the staff. I don't think, or the manager. It looked like a whole new turnaround.
There's the Antelope have actually just taken over a pub in Teddington.
Oh,
which
nice.
Is the Abercorn.
Oh, okay.
And that is where I used to drink underage. When I was about 17. I think my friends drank there underage. I was too scared to go out.
I see.
Until I was 18.
That's where I almost went to drink underage.
Yeah, that's where I almost went to drink underage. But yeah, that's where we used to go when we were like 18 years old. We'd go to the Abercorn.
Nice.
So that was always a bit of a laugh. But I'm intrigued to go back and see what they've done.
See what it's like. Yeah, nice.
Because it was like it's an old school pub.
Yeah.
It was an old school pub. Like you had there was two different rooms. There was a sitting bit, and then there was the bit where the pool table was and the jukebox, and that's where all the youngs and the drunks.
The youngs and the drunks.
Young ones and the drunks would
oh,
hang
okay.
out. And then there was all the seating on the other side, but bar all in between. And it was old school, so I'm intrigued to see what they've done with
nice.
the actual
because they
interior
do make their pubs look quite old school, but also
they do
not.
keep the a genuine sort of like the authenticity of it, but I think they
Very
kind of add their own.
Yeah, and it's clever because they'll kind of there's just certain posters and artworks, but a lot of it is just all the beer mats, which you've seen is not a new thing, but I think the ones they use are just very, I don't know, it looks a bit thought out, like it just looks nice. Aesthetically, it looks nice.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Yes, aesthetically pleasing. Yes.
What I really want them to do is to do it like colour coordinated, so you get that.
Like that.
I want all the greens together, all the blues, all the reds.
Put them all together. Yeah, I don't know if I'd like that.
No.
So this episode is going to be a little shorter because I should have said at the start, Indiana is not under the weather today, and I think she's hopefully snoozing on my bed upstairs, but I don't know how long that will last.
Yeah.
So this will be a slightly short episode, I'm afraid. So
sorry,
sorry, guys.
When she turns up, this is all game over.
Yeah.
I reckon we could at least sit her down for 10 minutes and give her a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, she gets up during the hour. We'll see. She's been a bit quiet this morning. I think she's coming down with something, bless her. So, or even though she'd been crying all morning, and then when Joe came in, it was like back to normal until I said it was time to go to Nanny's. Oh, I feel well.
You're just like,
so yeah, it took a
I
while.
don't know. Yeah, nice little chat with her.
Yeah, she was very happy.
School and summer holidays and shit.
So I thought we'd move into geezedropping because we actually have quite a few geezedrops here. Quite a few geezedrops here, and I think it'd be quite fun to go through some of these and maybe hover over them for a bit.
Some sent in, some provided.
Yeah, I've got a couple I heard. But most of them are sent in.
I got 3 that I heard.
Fucking
two were literally 2 hours ago.
Oh, right, brilliant. So let's get into geezedropping. We hear snippets of a conversation heard by you or us, and we don't have a geezedrop without geezedropping, without context. Geezedropping, what have you heard? What have you heard? Having a little cheeky listen.
Just a little listen.
Right, let me have a look at what I've got.
What you been listening to?
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5. I thought I actually had more than that.
I got 4. So let's do you start and finish.
Right, so the first one.
Go back and forth.
Yeah, go back and forth. Brilliant, love it. So the first one was sent in by Ashley. Thanks, Ashley.
Yes, Ashley.
This is the actual geezedrop. How it starts sounds like Ashley's explaining it, but this is actually it's in speech bubbles. This is actually the geezedrop. So obviously, it's heard 2 people talking. I was in ZZ, and Warwick Davis was at the next table. Are you sure it was him? Well, duh. I asked him.
Are you sure it was him? How many more tiny people do you know?
Are you Warwick Davis? No.
No, imagine.
I'm Stuart James. How dare you?
I'm
Russell James. whatever the name was.
Russell Davis.
I'm Russell Davis. Oh, man. It was even there with bloody Warwick Davis, and I still didn't step on it. threw
Sorry,
James in there for some reason.
Davies. It's Greg
Davies. Greg Davies.
I like that. That's good. I got this from.
I want to know what restaurant. Oh, they're in ZZ. Oh, I was about to say, I wonder what restaurant it was, but I realised they told us.
Yeah, it was all them. It was all there.
Cheeky little ZZs for Warwick and Co. Eh?
He didn't need to send anything but that. All the information was given in the gift
Yeah,
drop.
it was good. Thanks, Ashley.
I got one here from Top Shagger Luke.
Brilliant.
It just says Cinderella, more like Cinderfella.
Way, fucking hell. Was you see like a stag or something?
No context.
Probably,
No context.
maybe
Didn't
describing a stag or something he saw, or
Could be.
or maybe it doesn't look like he's seen a picture of Cinderella looking a bit butchier than like Cinderella's gone woke. Cinderfella. That's what they'll be calling that next. Cinderfella.
Beg, I do need to reiterate. Luke didn't say this.
I know he didn't say it. He sent the geese drop in. I know Luke didn't say it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thanks, Luke. Good geese
That was
drop.
a good one. I also like the video he sent you the other day.
Oh yes, he sent me a video of a toy sloth being destroyed as it went through basically recycling, I guess, or
That's
just
fucking great.
garbage disposal.
Saw
It was
this-
fucking awesome.
Saw this and thought of you.
Garbage, rubbish. It was awesome. Yeah, really cool. I enjoyed that video, and I did message him thanking him because since that trailer came out, there's also a guy on YouTube, Ball Eye Hobby Time. He makes like dioramas. Those short, really quiet videos. They're really soothing. I like them.
Yeah.
Indiana watches them when she goes to sleep. And this latest episode, he bought a King Kong figure and was like, I don't want this. Took the head off and like sculpted this incredible prehistoric like sloth like skull
Oh, wow,
and turned
okay.
it into like this fucking terrifying
Oh.
sloth creature. So yeah, Sam sent me that. Somebody else sent me that. And yeah, but it was a very good watch actually.
Big month for sloths.
Yeah, it was very good. So I don't know why I'm saying this. Why am I talking about fucking sloths?
I brought it up.
Oh right, okay. Jesus, I thought like I was going in a different direction when that came up. Just randomly talking about seeing sloths, and I was like, wait a minute, am I meant to say a geese drop?
You're up.
That's what I was saying. So it was nice to actually have some original sloth content
Yeah.
that actually worked in my favour for a change. That's what I liked.
That's it.
I did show somebody recently a discussion about my fear of sloths, and I said to them, have you ever seen a wet sloth?
Oh yeah, no, they're grim.
And they were like, no. And I showed them a picture of it, and they were like, oh, that's actually really scary.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who the fuck it was. It was someone that was going on. It doesn't matter. Anyway, next geese drop.
Someone that was trying to debate with you about the existence of sloths, obviously.
Next geese drop. In a clothes shop, there was an older couple going around, and the lady kept picking things out for him, and he was complaining they were too heavy. And this is the one. What his wife said back to him. I think it's good to get winter clothes because winter happens every year.
I mean, try arguing that. You can't.
Her logic
deny
is sound.
Yes, the logic is well sound on that one.
But-
No
but-
one's coming back.
So my first instinct was, yeah, but so now.
Yeah, so does summer.
So let him
spring.
get some shorts, for fuck's
Yeah.
sake. Why are you picking up coats and shit?
It's cheap, isn't it?
Probably, yeah. Just let him get his shorts.
Last year's-
He's obviously
last
come out
year's
to buy.
coats.
He's obviously come out to buy a pair of shorts, and you're trying to get him fucking winter attire. But it does happen every year.
It does happen every year.
Does happen every year.
I mean,
Bless
it's
him.
good to have a good coat rotation as well.
I mean, I agree. Just the way you said it was so good because winter happens. Almost as if he was stupid.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
winter
yeah.
happens every year.
Do you not remember that winter happened
Happens
last
every year.
and the year before that?
Oh, I thought it was every 4 years. I thought every fucking leap year we had a winter.
Every leap year.
Winter is coming. Winter has cometh.
What is your definition of winter?
What's your next geese drop?
Don't know, my phone shut down.
Hey.
What have I got? Oh yeah, I heard this one. I can't remember where
Oh
I was.
yes,
but I'm
a Joe original.
I'm thinking I was on the overground up to Acton for work.
Nice.
And it just says someone I heard very in a sort of panic voice just said, "Where do I tap my card?" And someone behind him just went, "Relax, my friend, relax your ass."
Oh, we're just gonna tell him where to tap it.
Just tell him to relax.
Relax,
their
my friend.
ass.
Relax your ass.
Don't relax your
And
ass.
tap it here.
If you're Greg, is the
Yeah,
unfortunately
Jesus
in
Christ.
that
Yeah, lesson there.
situation.
Don't relax it too much. Fucking hell.
Don't relax it too much; it'll fall out.
Especially getting on a bus or whatever, train or whatever. You fucking
Do not relax.
This one, I walked past literally, and a woman was saying it's another woman, and I have no idea what the context is, but no, it was she went, "Women's can be, but men's are always grim."
What could that be?
Women's can be, but men's are always grim.
Shit.
Maybe. I
Fart?
mean, possibly. I don't know. Could be.
Men's are always grim.
Yeah.
Armpits.
Could be anything. It literally could be anything. Women's always are. Women's can be, but men's always are grim. I imagine it's gonna be shits or farts, right?
Bollocks.
The word
I think
grim.
it's bollocks.
Well, women's can. I mean, I know we live in a very different
that's
world
right.
nowadays.
Get out of that corner.
but
Fight your way out of that
I don't
corner,
know.
mate.
I don't want to judge these old dears, but I feel like they were talking.
Nipples. Trying to think of things that we all have. Ears. Could be ears.
Could be any. Literally, could be any feet. Could be anything.
Could be feet.
Could be
feet.
That's
an interesting one. I'm not going to lie, Greg. That's going to keep me up at night.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I reckon it's going to be farts.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I don't think they'll be talking about shitting in the middle of the shop floor. Maybe that'd be a bit uncouth for them. Middle of the shop. They didn't work there, but they were just shopping. But they were just old dears. Loud conversation.
Love it. The next two I heard was by some boys on their way to
young boys, cheeky boys,
just on their way to Chessington World of Adventures.
Oh, a lovely day planned out for them.
I was walking behind them way before I even got on the bus.
Right.
So I was familiar with them. Even I had McDonald's breakfast this morning.
Oh,
and they
nice.
Went in, and I heard one of them. This is not the geese drop, by the way, but right. I was on the machine, and one of them went up to use it, and his mate just went, "Oh, buy me breakfast, I'll pay you back." And he was just like, "Where's the money then?" I said, "I'll pay you back," and he's like, "Where's the money?"
Yeah.
You haven't got any.
Yeah. So no,
that's not even the geese drop.
Brilliant.
But yeah,
so now you're on the bus with them.
Now I'm on the bus with them, and I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna
join the gang.
They're gonna absolutely go upstairs, and I feel like they're gonna have some content on them, so I'm gonna sit a few seats away from them.
Yeah, nice.
Pick it up. So first of all, I heard one of them say, "Rishi Sunak wants us to do 2 more years of maths. Fuck that brother."
Well, at least they're taking an interest in politics.
Yeah, that's good. I like that one. And then as well, following on from their conversation of school, because obviously they're heading back to school and stuff.
Right,
one just says, "I'm not doing uni, bro. I'm struggling with school. What's going to happen if I go uni?" You're going to struggle, mate.
You might enjoy it more, to be fair.
Their conversation was interesting though, because they were very much just like trying to decide what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like in the future.
Oh, nice. Yeah, see,
and,
good boys.
Yeah, but like
good rowdy boys.
But like one of them just said, "I'm going to move to Scotland. It's cheaper there," and I thought that was quite funny.
That is funny.
But no,
they fall about this. They know things.
Yeah.
How old are these kids? Would you say
15?
Wow. Okay.
Easily.
Good. Fucking good.
I think they were saying they were going into their GCSE year, so I think they're about 15. My nephew as well. I think my mum said to me recently. My nephew sort of said to her that he wants to sort of make money and have a job and earn a living and things like that. So I think it's quite an interesting sort of dynamic that's maybe changed. I think maybe the parents of these kids have sort of said to them, just like, look, you don't have to do this. Also, please don't, because that's like 90 grand that you've then got to pay back for the rest of your fucking life or whatever, how much uni costs. But yeah, it does. I think that's a popular option. They also said that, like, I also heard one of them say, like, they've upped the pass rate for GCSEs because so many people did shit last year.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's an interesting time to
that
be
is,
a
isn't it?
kid.
Just a lot going on. Well, good luck to them.
Apparently, they don't use letters to grade anymore. They use numbers.
Right. Okay.
Fucking confused me.
Yeah, well, good luck to them, I say.
Well, you know what? If they've got an idea, if like, I mean, they were very much
unique time of their lives.
One of them did say, "I don't know what I want to do with my life," and I was very close to turning around and be like, "Figure it out, mate."
Yeah.
Because I don't either. And look at me, I'm on my way to drink at 10:30 in the fucking morning. Figure it out.
It would have been like, whoa.
Yeah, that would have been a nice reality
My
check.
life changed that day.
I would be like, I'm you from the future.
Yeah. Scotland didn't work out.
Don't go to Edinburgh.
Never return there.
Yeah.
That's interesting, but I sent that thing the other day in the group with what am I looking for?
The group.
Oh yeah, the group. Yeah, I sent the picture, didn't I? Of where the fuck is it? There it is. Of in Scotland, where apparently there is obviously I've talked before. There's like weird ties to like the Armstrongs up north.
Oh
and stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
In
yeah,
Scotland,
yeah.
There's a lot of history and stuff. Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And so the round of there's a place in Scotland called Longholm where there's a 400-year-old law declaring that any Armstrong found in town should be hanged. That still exists.
Yeah,
that still exists.
That's still an active law.
That still exists.
So
was it my turn to geese shop now, wasn't it?
Yeah, I did my two. So
okay, here we go. So this one's from Marin. Thanks, Marin.
Yes, Marin.
Simply says, "Do you want me to put on a weird accent?" So I think she heard you somewhere.
Yeah, was that me?
I replied to her saying, was it Joe? It wasn't. Last geezedrop is very funny.
No,
now,
I like that because again, I'm just like, hang on, wait, was there what
exactly.
scenario?
Maybe you couldn't understand when he was trying to quote someone.
Did you walk past someone's bedroom and that was heard out of the open window?
Brilliant.
Do you want me to put on an accent?
So I heard this one.
No.
This one I heard. This is great. This one. So this one was going to land better with people who know what I'm talking about, but I'll explain afterwards.
This will land better.
So I heard in a bar someone say to the lady, "Can't believe you got an Uber from Surbiton Station. We were in the Grove."
Oh my god!
Which is literally
I can't.
2 minutes, like literally across the road.
That's
right?
such an easy walk.
Yeah.
You should get a line bike. I nearly got a line bike the other day.
Can't believe you got on the Uber. She's like, it looks so far on the map.
Fucking people. Fucking people.
Literally
man.
a few minutes walk. Even I was like, fucking hell, an Uber. He's like, must have been so expensive. She's like, yeah, it was expensive.
Yeah, I bet you had to wait as well. I bet the wait and the
she
cost.
got the Uber, but yeah, I bet it was expensive.
So fucking stupid. You could have walked easily half the time.
That's good.
You could have walked there
I
at
like
the time
that.
that you were waiting for an Uber. That's so fucking stupid. That's the shit that annoys me the most. That's why I don't wait for buses and I'll just start walking.
Yeah,
so I'm
I'm
just
the
like,
same.
this is all time that I could be
20 minutes, I can get to the 4 bus stops along by then.
Yeah, fuck that.
And then by that point, I'm almost home.
Yeah, and either you're almost home or you can see the bus coming.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm on board with that. Yeah, I'm the same. But yeah, fucking an Uber from Jesus.
That's fucking ridiculous. We should do a video of us walking. Our next podcast will be us walking from Surbiton Station to the
take
Grove.
Like 20 minutes or something. Oh, we should have got an Uber. I didn't remember
We haven't even done
far.
geezedrops yet. We're already
remember
in.
it being this far. Jesus Christ.
That's what we'll do. The next one will be an out and about episode. We'll
Yeah.
walk. The intro will be us just obviously walking from Surbiton to the Grove, and then as soon as we get there, we'll stop. That's when geezedrops come in, but also we can go and get a pint, and then we'll finish off the episode.
Yeah,
in the beer garden.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to get a memory card because I've got the new Zoom mic and I haven't even tested it yet. So I'll sort that out. I can get that now.
What type of memory card does it take?
Little one, like a micro one.
Oh shit! Okay.
So I'd just get one of those. Yeah, I just order one. Just
Fair enough.
whack it in and we'll be good to go. Right, sorry guys, I'm going to have to wrap this episode up because I need to get a check on Indiana. So sorry, it was a bit of a pretty much as a catch up in geezedrops, but there you go. That's what happened. That's Greg and Joe.
Greg shit himself.
That's what we
outside,
saw. Yeah, so you got a little.
You got a little something.
You got a little something in there, didn't you?
From us.
So I guess on that note, I've been Greg fucking liquid arsehole Armstrong.
I guess I've been Joe nipples on my legs.
Oh,
Armstrong.
brilliant! Well, okay,
Jackson, I fucked it.
There we go. Bye.
The All Seeing Guys podcast is part of Podnose, the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network. For episode archives of the All Seeing Guys and all of the shows on the network, visit us at www.podnose.com. You can also follow us on Twitter via @podnose or send us an email via admin@podnose.com.